All right, guys, we are going to be reacting to I ignored Western media and went to Russia. Thank you so much for the support, guys. We're going to simply jump in here and see what's going on. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate it. We're almost 50,000 subscribers, which is, man, there's such a goal. Help me out to get there. Make myself a favor. Make yourself a favor. Click the subscribe button. That way you can help me get to my goals, which is 100,000. Let's jump in. Let's see what's going on, guys.
Today I'm visiting Moscow, the capital of the most sanctioned country on earth, a nation portrayed as dangerous, isolated, and led by one of the world's most feared leaders. When people think of Russia, they think of politics, propaganda, and Putin. But that's not why I'm here. Russia has a culture far deeper than the headlines suggest. It's the largest country on the planet, spanning 11 time zones, and it's home to 190 different ethnic groups. Yet, for most of us, it's still a mystery. So what's the reality behind the reputation? In this video, I'll be stepping into a steamy Russian banya, and I'll learn what dating life is really like from a local Russian girl.
Now we should kiss.
Hopefully, you might see Russia differently too, so stick around and find out.
What the hell?
This is probably the most unsure I've ever been going to a country. But once again, guys, I have to preach what I teach, and that is that to understand the country, you have to travel through it. And so we're going to see what the real Russia is like, and what Moscow is like, the biggest city in Europe. Beyond the headlines and the sanctions that we already know, what's the real Russia like? What are the people like? How do they treat foreigners? Let's find out. I'm very excited. Hello, how are you?
That's beautiful.
I arrived at 11 a.m.
Moscow.
Guess what time it is? I've just got through immigration. 3:40 p.m. 4 hours and 40 minutes. Let's just say that was tough. We'll talk about it more, maybe once we're out of the airport. Bank cards don't work. Google Maps doesn't work. No idea where I'm going, what to do. We're going to try and get a taxi because that's the easiest. I've spent 5 hours, my brain is fried. Let's get a taxi. 2,200. So we got a taxi, Hyundai Solaris. We're waiting at A5. She said wait for a few minutes. Thank you, brother. Как дела?
Нормально.
Good?
It's okay.
Хорошо? As soon as I arrived, I bought a bottle of water and I went to go pay with my card, contactless, and then I realized that's not going to work, is it? So cannot be using card here. Exchanging euros and dollars into rubles, and we'll be using cash for pretty much the whole trip. I think I can get a bank card if I want, but we'll try and get that. And also all of my social media is blocked, so Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, although they do know what it is because I had a good conversation with the officer at the airport. Как вас зовут?
My name Khurshid.
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 Откуда вы?
I'm from Russia.
Moscow?
Yes.
Moscow, good. Moscow, хорошо. Как жизнь в России? Хорошо?
Отлично.
Отлично. Good. So you're probably wondering why it took me 5 hours to get through immigration. Well, now I'm going to tell you since I'm out of the country. Basically, I got pulled aside as soon as they saw my passport. First of all, I spoke to the airport security. They asked me some simple questions like, why are you here? How much money do you make? Do you have a Russian girlfriend? And then they sent me to the FSB, the Russian Secret Service. And then the questions got slowly weirder. Are you a journalist? How many liters of vodka can you drink before crying? If Vladimir Putin invited you to karaoke, what song would you sing? 5 hours of this, and I thought I was being recruited into some sort of bizarre reality TV show. He then proceeded to go through my phone for about half an hour, which was quite unsettling, since I have been to Ukraine and there is evidence of that on my phone.
Wow.
But I told the truth, I was honest from the start, and I think they appreciated that. Finally, they stamped my passport and said, "Welcome to Russia." Nice to meet you. Spasiba. Wow. Guys, we've arrived, and my hotel is next to the Kremlin and the Red Square. That's probably the best location you can get. Alright, let's check in. Как вас зовут?
Playing jazz, huh?
Margarita, like the pizza. Nice to meet you. Like the cocktail, that's
hey,
more
flattering each
classy.
other, huh?
Приятно познакомиться. So this is the best location, I think, in Moscow. I thought this is the best. I got told this is the #1 hotel in all of Russia, so I wanted to make a video here. Is it true?
Yes.
Good.
It's true.
Oh, she's
Russia.
liking that, huh?
So you know some words. You
Чуть-чуть. Я не хорошо говорю по-русски.
know why?
They like that, huh?
And
They
your
love their
English
own- They like foreigners.
Хорошо.
Yeah, thank you.
I think the English Westerners are a bit scared to come to Russia, but not me, or my friend Leon. Wow! Oh my God, this is amazing.
Nice and clean, huh? Wow.
Спасибо большое.
We have matryoshka here. Do you know
Oh no
what's
way!
this?
No, what is it?
This is traditional Russian doll.
Oh no way! Wow.
Yes, but
Do I get to keep?
everyone asked me this question, but no, unfortunately.
Ah.
But if you want housekeeping to change, the alignments, you can put the matryoshka on the
Oh no way!
Oh, okay.
back.
Do you know what does it what does it mean, or is it just like a?
This is just
Cultural.
Like, what do you mean, like to put on the bed?
No.
Yeah.
What is this?
The
It's just like a
doll.
toy.
Yes, this is a traditional Russian doll. I will
Oh,
show
nice.
you.
It's a babushka. No.
Matryoshka.
Matryoshka.
Oh, madroska.
Yes, and it's like a mom with children usually.
What do you mean?
Now it's
With the
a-
little
Oh.
ones, right?
See?
Oh yeah. My grandma used to have one actually, and you take it out and it gets smaller.
Yes,
Yeah?
but this one is
Just the big one. Okay, nice.
So if you like, you can buy it. You
Ah.
see, even,
Oh.
I never knew this was Russian.
Really?
No,
Yes,
never
it's
knew.
Russian.
Ukraine, no?
Very
No,
Russian.
Ukraine.
Very
It's all
cool.
the same.
Oh, I see some snacks. Wow, this is big room.
Wow.
So
Whoa.
much space for activities.
Oh no, yes, depends. What do you want.
What's that?
It depends.
It depends what I want. Yeah.
Wow,
But I
that's...
think the location is the best thing.
But I like that you have a window, in the bathroom.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Very
I
cool.
like it.
What's your favorite thing about Moscow?
About Moscow?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the city itself
It's very beautiful.
Very beautiful, yes.
And clean, from what I've seen.
Yeah, it's
We've
very
got two
clean.
beds because a special guest is joining me. And no, it's not the Russian girl. Although she was lovely, Margarita. I'll be dreaming of her, my sweet dream later. We have.
Yeah, the very high feminine energy. Remember, he's a European guy. He's from the western side of Europe. You're not getting that energy. Especially if you're from UK, you're not getting that energy. If you're from the United States, you're not getting that energy. The fact that she was very lovely, I can feel the feminine energy from her part, and she's very happy to have him. So just
4 seasons later, man. My friendly FSB officer friend was telling me, because I told him I'm staying here, he had to know everything about my stay. He had to know what time I was waking up tomorrow, how I was going to do my hair, what time I was going to take the shower, how long do I spend in the shower. No, but seriously, he was telling me that this hotel is the most famous hotel in Russia because when foreigners used to stay here during the Soviet Union times, they would always, the big government leaders, the celebrities would come to this hotel.
wow.
Michael Jackson came here, Muhammad Ali came here, all of the famous presidents that were alive during the Soviet Union or were in power, they came along. And so this right here is not just a 5-star luxurious hotel. This is history right here. This is culture. This is the Soviet Union. This is where people come and see the best that Moscow has got to offer.
Well, it's gorgeous, man. Wow.
Guys, welcome to Red Square in Moscow City, in Russia, the beating heart of a country the world fears, but they just don't understand. A city
Yo,
of...
I got scared. Man, I thought that was a homeless guy. It's just a jacket, man. I almost have PTSD. Oh my goodness.
Nearly 20 million people if you include the suburban areas. 20% of Russia's population lives in this city alone, which is quite hard to fathom.
That's very high, wow.
And as you could tell by the surroundings and the buildings, it's a very rich country. It's a very rich city even. But I don't think Moscow really depicts or represents Russia, because it's the capital. It's a bit like London. It doesn't really, it's just a very rich city. It doesn't really show the real Russia. So whilst it's been a dream of mine to come to this city, I feel like this is not the real Russia. So we're going to be obviously leaving Russia, going on a crazy adventure in the next few videos.
Basically just
but amazing
there's
to
more
come here.
Russian
So
in.
right here we've got the Kremlin, St. Basil's Cathedral, which is over there, and we'll check that out. This is where the president lives, President Putin, although this is the official residence. I don't think he actually lives here, but it's still nonetheless an incredibly beautiful
Gorgeous, clean
area. And this right here is the Red Square, an amazing square. This used to be a market where residents of the Kremlin would come to buy goods, and then it was also used for military parades, and it's still used for military parades. I think this area here is a big military parade area, and you can hear lots of music coming from it. There's a lot of military presence all the way around the Kremlin, lots of military presence. It reminds me a little bit of like when I went to Beijing, and you see in the center of the city lots and lots of police just watching, just keeping at bay. There's over 190 ethnic groups within Russia, and
Damn.
so
Wow.
Moscow is a bit of a melting pot for these ethnicities. So they come here and all the faces are different. You got like people who look a little bit Mongolian, people who look Asian, Chinese, even Korean ethnic, Kazakh ethnic. So just goes to show the influence that the Soviet Union had on
Very strong.
this area of the world.
Yeah, I mean, the Soviet Union had a very strong presence in that region. Very strong presence. I'm surprised.
So this-
now that I go back and look, I'm surprised that Russia in itself keep themselves together after the collapse of the Soviet Union, which is very, very impressive.
Guys, is St. Basil's Cathedral right here. This is the most iconic landmark in the whole of Moscow, if not Russia. It was commissioned by Ivan the Terrible, which is an amazing name. I love that name.
Really? That's the name?
And I think we should call our presidents the Terrible, like Keir
Terrible,
Starmer the
yeah.
Terrible. Anyway, it was commissioned
Yo, I
to
like this
celebrate
guy.
the capture of Kazan, which is, I think, is a republic within Russia right now. And legend has it that Mr. Ivan, he was so impressed by the beauty of this church that he actually he blinded the architects so that they could never create anything as beautiful again. Even the army, they, like hardly any of them looked like the Russian, the typical Russian look. They look almost like Asian, Kazakh looking. Very cool, very interesting. What is really, really interesting is because there's sanctions in Russia, there's 28,000 sanctions. I'm using the local maps. It's called Yandex apps. There's Russian apps for everything. We've got Zen hotels, we got delivery apps. I've got it all. Yandex Go, but Yandex Maps.
Yo, I was about to use the Russian tube. It's like a Russian version of YouTube, but I'm making no money, man. I'm making no money, so I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it unless there's a platform where I can make money and uploading these videos and make money. I'm not gonna do it. Ain't gonna do it, bro.
It's like their Google Maps. I thought it was going to work. However, my location is always completely wrong. Right now it says I'm on a random street in Moscow. It's completely wrong. And honestly, this is causing so many problems. I thought it was my phone. I thought it was maybe because it's a Western phone. It's not. I found out it's because of, I gotta be careful what I'm saying, it's because of drones. Because of what happened in 2022, if some of you guys remember, the thing I can't talk about that happened in 2022, that means there's a lot of drones in the area and they mess up the signal. So it's not just me. Every single person in Moscow is having the same issues. Sometimes when
Wow.
they're driving, it'll say they're driving at 400 miles per hour because their GPS is just completely fucked. So these are little things that are causing problems in the city, and unfortunately for me, it's causing a lot of problems. So when I'm booking taxis, they have no idea where I am, and I have no idea where I am. So the barriers to entry to coming to Russia are quite hard. Getting the visa was not easy. I had to go to London consulate. For the UK citizens, it's very hard to get the visa. Using the bank cards, obviously, completely impossible. And that reminds me, I need to go and get some money out because I have run out of money. So let's go figure that out.
All right,
Incredibly
man.
grand.
It's so sad, man.
And like heritage.
Wow, it's so sad.
Shopping
What is
center. Probably one of-
It was so sad because me and my wife, we were talking about her coming to Russia and just, get a little bit more connected to her roots. But with all this thing happening, it makes things a little hard, right? It makes things a little harder. Because sad, Russia looks gorgeous, man.
the coolest shopping centers I've been to. Guys, I've been using this case for about a month now, and not only does it keep my phone completely safe, so I drop it all the time, but this phone case keeps it completely safe, but it's a cool design, great colors, and I love the kickstand and the magnetic feature. It's like an all-in-one creator phone case, or if you're traveling, this is perfect to take those hands-free pictures and keep it protected, because protection is key in all areas of life. This is a magnet. The kickstand flips out for hands-free shots. So we put it down like this if we're filming vertical, or if we're filming horizontal, which I like to do a lot. We'll put it down like this. So you can do FaceTime, or preferably for me, I like to film stuff. As you guys know, I film a lot on my own. I don't have a cameraman. I don't have a girlfriend, unfortunately. So I film a lot on my own. Guys, I don't think you realize just how life-changing this case is. The Taurus Q.
Hey, shout out to the dude, man. I'm gonna leave the link in the description down below. We're gonna just do this in part because it's a 48-minute video. Hopefully you guys can understand that. But we're gonna just give the credit to the original content creator. I'm looking forward. I'm really looking forward to react to more of this dude. Since it's very interesting, and man, Moscow looks gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Let me know what you guys think. I'll see you next one.